applying that to healthcare is a capitation sort of model, I suppose, where somebody is kind of associated with a particular provider and there's a set of names and experiences that can be continuous. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, so it helps. I think what I'm talking about helps under the financial model that we're talking about, but it's not sufficient. So if you just have, patients that are, responsibility for covered lives, but you're not engaging them continuously, you're still in the same boat. So the example I always tell people is what we found out at Providence is we did a calculation and we calculated we're a $26 billion organization. We calculated that for every 1% reduction in churn, which is a measurement of the lack of engagement, right? So how much do customers turn over within our ecosystem? For every 1% reduction in that, we get $100 million benefit to the bottom line. That's a massive economic lever. And so a lot of, healthcare folks will tell me, well, Aaron, the reason for that, a lot of that churn is people switching coverage, they go from employer to employer, et cetera, et cetera. And in a lot of cases, maybe the payer will kind of change networks, et cetera, et cetera. And my pushback to them is to say, look, if Providence creates this continuous relationship with someone that's so good, um, it will be very hard for a payer to take us out of the network, right? So even under like a contractual switch, it'd be very, very tough for them to say to their employees, I know you've got this long-term kind of established relationship with Providence that is like you use them daily, let's say, but we're going to take them out of the network, right? That's going to be a tough putt for them. So it creates stickiness just for consumers who are out shopping, but also under contractual negotiations as well. So it's valuable in that context also.